Hello everybody, Mobius1 here. I'm not buffed. I can't do this. Hello everybody, Mobius1 here, bringing you another SWGEmu video. Today we are going to start a series of videos. I really cannot tell you how many episodes are going to be in this mini-series. And I can't guarantee that it's going to be that, like, I'm going to post each of these episodes consecutively. There might be other episodes in between. But this is part 1 of X of the Hero of Tatooine quest line. What is the Hero of Tatooine? Well, the Hero of Tatooine is a multi-part, kind of like a theme park, but a little bit different, quest chain that happens on, you guessed it, Tatooine, where at the end of doing a couple of very difficult random spawn missions or quests, you receive the Hero of Tatooine ring. I think it's called the Mark of the Hero. And it is an equipable item in the game. It's a ring, so it goes on, one of your fingers. You can have 2 rings equipped. And if you have the ring equipped, you can actually revive yourself from death a total of 50 times. The ring has, when you get it, 50 charges, and each time you use it, it consumes a charge. And then once it's out of charges, you can still wear it, but you can't use it anymore. There is a way to get a second one, and we'll talk about that probably in the last video of this little mini-series. But for now, we're going to try and get it, because Hero of Tatooine has been live on Basilisk for a couple months now, and I still haven't done it. So, figured we're going to do it. Might as well show you guys how to do it too. So, part 1. Here we are, standing outside of the Squill Cave on Tatooine. Coordinates for the Squill Cave are 59, roughly, 59, negative 76. So, it's just about in the middle of the map. Yeah, you come to the middle of the map, you'll find it. Everybody says the Squill Cave is at 0, 0 on the map. It's really not at 0, 0, but if you go to 0, 0 and drive around, just look for the massive spawning of red triangles, then you'll eventually find the cave entrance. So, here I am. We're going to go in, and the first thing we need to do is get to the very bottom of the cave and talk to I think there's an old man or a hermit or something like that. So you want to make this left when you enter the cave first. Now the Squill Cave is a common place for people to come to grind. So you will most likely encounter other players here, depending on what time you come down. And the squills themselves are somewhat challenging. They're definitely not the most difficult creatures to fight, but they can have quite a bit of health. So you'll see here, even as a Master TK, I buffed myself before I came in, just so I could spin these guys down like this. Otherwise, I would end up doing more damage to myself due to encumbrance than the squills would actually do to me. They're not particularly difficult. If you are a master level, elite profession, you'll have absolutely no problem coming here. But you would not want to come here as a new player or someone who only has their first couple of skills, because you will probably die. Armor is definitely recommended, and buffs, like I said, while not required, will make your life much, much easier. I would not recommend coming here unbuffed, but I'm not saying it's impossible to get through unbuffed. You definitely could. It'd just take you longer. Buffs just make everything faster. I do everything with buffs. Though it is easier for me to get buffs because I can buff myself. Alright, so once you make that initial left, it's pretty easy to get down to here. Then you'll get, this is the first like major split. We're going to go left. And if you're not sure where you're going, you can always follow the map. You're looking for this white triangle on the east side of the cave. You can kind of just corral all these squills behind me as I run through. Let them kind of all accumulate. And then here we have the old man's little, or the, I keep wanting to call him the old man, but I believe it's just the hermit, right? Yeah, our hermit. I keep thinking about the village as the old man. Okay. So now that we're down here, we talk to the hermit, and he's going to give us our first thing to do. Well met, traveler. What brings you to my small, lonely abode? I was curious to see who lived here. Merely an old man. I keep to myself and tend to my books. I philosophize. Here in this cave, I am able to watch after myself. These cold, lifeless walls do not disturb me any longer. Far too long have I lived here in solitude. I have become stoic to its effects. What do you philosophize about, old man? Mind your manners, child. I philosophize of the state of our worlds, of these dark times. Dark times? What do you know of dark times? Pirates and criminals travel freely. The Old Republic has been hunted, or the Old Republic has been shattered. The Jedi have been hunted to all but extinction. Over all this hangs the shadow of the Empire. Alright, you speak truly, the Empire rules ruthlessly and unjustly, or you speak boldly, my friend, dangerously, in fact. I'm not sure what happens if you choose the second one, but, dare I? Alright, fine, let's see what happens. Alright, so he doesn't, at that point he says he has no interest in, you know, whatever. But you can talk to him again, just go through it. You have to choose the top one. It is my belief that the galaxy is in dire need of heroes, those individuals who have demonstrated beyond doubt their dedication to the path of light. You are brash and young, but perhaps one day you will become a hero and bring light to this darkened place. I wish to become a hero. A noble intent, but intentions in the face of challenge are as dust upon a Tatooine windstorm. One must act, and through one's actions, one might be proving a hero. How do I prove that I am a hero? Travel the world, perform acts that demonstrate your heroism. Through these actions, you'll be transformed. A hero must be honorable, intelligent, courageous, and altruistic. You must seek to help the world despite the cost. I will seek to prove my character. Good. First, a small task for you to prove yourself worthy of my challenge, worthy of becoming a hero. Within the depths of this cave there lies an item which has been stolen from my home by the vile creatures that live here. I need it to continue my studies. It is the skull of a squill. Find it, return to me, and I will present to you the ways in which you can become the hero of Tatooine. I will do this for you. Okay, so part 1, we have to find the skull of a squill. Why we can't just rip the skulls out of all these squills we just murdered, I do not know. But apparently there is something very special about this particular skull that this hermit is, for some odd reason, attached to. So we'll do just that. We will find his squill skull. There's a tongue twister in there somewhere. Squish squash the squill skull. I'm going to go in here. I don't believe it's in here. I think I know where it is. I think it's all the way back up by the entrance. But I want to come down here just to be sure. Maybe it is right here. A squill layer? Is this it? Because they actually changed how this quest worked a couple times. Maybe this is it right here. That would be way easier than having to run all the way back up to the start. But yeah, like I said, the Hero of Tatooine in live went through several different iterations. Most of it stayed the same, but I do remember the location of the skull here changed a couple times. It's always within the cave, so you never have to leave the cave until you or before you find the skull. It's in the cave. Let's see. We search. Hey, there it is. You pick through the twigs and dirt and find an abandoned skull. Now, we actually get an item in your inventory, the Squill Skull. I think if I move that into a backpack, can I search again? Now, I wonder if, like other theme park quests, if we talk to him while the skull is in our backpack, if we can keep it. Obviously, if you want to have a Squill Skull decoration for your home, all you have to do is come do this on an alt that you really don't care to get the ring on. And, yeah, leave at this point, and you have a Squill Skull in your inventory that you can decorate your house with. But let's see just what happens if we talk to him with it in a backpack. Maybe we can reset the quest and go do it again. Or maybe he'll just take it out of our backpack and that's the end of it. I really do not know. Alright, so here he is. Talk to him again. I see that you have returned, my child. What do you seek? I have the skull you were looking for. Excellent! Alright, so did he just... Yeah, he just took it out of there. Alright, never mind. Okay, excellent. You have proven yourself as worthy of my challenges. In order to deserve the mark of the hero, you must undergo 4 different tasks and gain the marks of courage, honor, intellect, and altruism. Which task and mark would you like to learn about? Let's start at the bottom, the mark of altruism. To attain the mark of altruism, you must selflessly help a soul in need. Somewhere in the harsh desert heat, a farmer desperately cries out, in need of a hero. Mark of intellect. In order to attain the mark of intellect, you must find one in need of your wisdom. Perhaps a bounty hunter needs assistance, or a puzzle needs to be solved somewhere in the galaxy. I beseech you to keep an eye out while traveling to the cities of Tatooine. You'll find what you're looking for there. Mark of courage. You'll gain the mark of courage by defeating a ferocious beast bent on terrorizing the world. Speak with the people of the cities of Tatooine. Perhaps they know of such a beast. And the mark of honor. Somewhere on this desert planet, strife between ranchers and pirates rages on. Seek them out, choose the correct path, and the mark of honor shall be bestowed upon you. And lastly, the mark of the hero. I wasn't always an old man. Many years ago I won many a campaign against the forces of darkness. I wore the symbol about my neck as a reminder of my cause. I would pass the thing to the one I believe, I would pass this thing to the one I believe capable of continuing my work. That's it. I'm done. Thank you for the information. Return to me when you have proven the measure of your character, an act of honor, an act of intellect, an act of courage, an act of altruism. Demonstrate to me these characteristics, and I will bestow upon you the mark of the hero. That's it for part 1. The mark of the intellect is probably the easiest one to do. The rest of them are going to require a bit of work. So, we're going to save those for another episode. Hopefully, with a little bit of luck and a little bit of the force, we'll be able to get them done relatively quickly. But I'm not counting on it. We'll probably have to invest some time into getting this completed, as most players do. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Mobius1 here, and I'll see you next time.